Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Strange video to make. Marvel and Disney are now discriminatory in their hiring practices. Yep. Now, we'll talk about this. This is the main part. Obviously, Blade movie has a writer, right? And it's the Watchmen scribe, which is, take from that what you will. Pow, pow, pow. It's not going to be good. Let's put it that way. But the main take home from this is that The Hollywood Reporter is openly reporting illegal hiring practices. From my understanding of the law, it's illegal hiring practices anyway, that Marvel and Disney are partaking in. Don't take my word for it. It's literally here in black and white. So the studio has spent the last 6 months meeting with writers in what was described as a meticulous search, with Ali directly involved. Only black writers were seriously considered. Why? Why? I mean, that's discriminatory. What possible reason could you have for only black writers being considered? Oh well, I'm glad you asked, because they tell us. It is a reflection of Marvel's focus on diversity. By only considering one ethnicity. What about Asian writers? They could have been really good at that. And making representation a key factor. By only seriously considering black people. That's not very diverse, and the representation is myopic at best. And they also say, especially when tackling non-white characters. And then they make a point of saying David Goyer wrote the 3 original Blade movies. Don't see what the point is to that, but so apparently black characters can only be written by black people now? Really? Is that the stance we're taking in this world? That is very narrow-minded, very myopic, and is racist. It's like, I hate to break it to you, but I mean, it's not very inclusive. And I'm pretty sure Blade, the character, was it written initially by a black guy? I don't know if it was. So if it was, then retroactively change that now somehow. Like what's the big? I don't understand. Like why? Why are we doing this? I just don't get it. I literally just don't get it. I don't see the point to it. It's very strange. So that's something to take into account here, right? That's really important, ladies and gents. And then we go to who actually got it, which this tells you everything about potentially where they're going with this movie. So Marvel's Blade movie finds its writer in Watchmen scribe. Stacey Osei-Kuffour, a New York playwright who moved to LA, will pen the project that has Oscar winner Mahershala Ali attached to star. Marvel Studios' Blade, the Vampire Slayer feature has found its writer. Stacey Osei-Kuffour, a playwright who acted as story editor and writer on HBO's acclaimed limited series Watchmen, has been tapped to pen the script for the feature reboot of Marvel's vampire hunting franchise. She will be the first black female scribe to write a Marvel movie. Nia DaCosta was working on Captain Marvel 2, is Marvel's first black woman director. Doesn't it sound like they're just going, oh, what tabs can we hit now? I just don't get it. Like, it just sounds lame to me. Like, I don't care what colour skin you are, but it's the fact that they're openly admitting illegal hiring practices that concerns me. Because you just think to yourself, like, the mask is off with this sort of activity now. The mask is off. Like, it's not legal to do that, and yet no one's suing them. I just don't understand. Like, what do you get from only hiring a black person or only considering a black person? Like, are we now? Because I'm pretty certain, and this is what amazes me about this, is I'm pretty certain, ladies and gents, is that Mulan wasn't written by an Asian person. I'm fairly certain that, and there was all this hubbub about it, and they kicked back and said, "Well, no, that's not true." And you don't have to be like that to do that. We did the best we could with it, and it was directed. I can't remember. But yet on the other foot, they're like, "Oh no, only black people." Like, where's the mentality there? It's very strange. Like, rules for thee, not for me. So anyway, Mahershala Ali, who won an Oscar for his performance in Green Book, is attached to star as the horror hero. I'm sure he was fine in Green Book, but I tell you what, he was really good in. And I really like Mahershala Ali. Like, I'm looking forward to him being Blade. He was really good in Battle Angel Alita. Or Alita Battle Angel, whatever it was called. He was really good in that. Really good in that. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in this. But anyway, plans for a new incarnation of the hero character played by Wesley Snipes in a string of movies in the early 2000s were revealed during Marvel's synthesis shattering blah blah blah. Anyway, so created as a supporting character by Marv Wolfman and Gene Colan, Blade first appeared in Tomb of Dracula number 10 in 1973, becoming a cult hero. He is human-vampire hybrid, thanks to his mother being bitten and killed by a bloodsucker during childbirth. Osei Kuffour earned an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Writing in a comedy series for her work on Hulu's Pen 15, but it was being part of the writing team on Watchmen's HBO's heady spin on the Alan Moore, Dave Gibbons comic that got her notice. But again, I just don't get it, really. It just seems really strange. Why does the skin colour matter with who writes Blade? And why are you openly admitting this? Only black writers were seriously considered. Well, I can't... who's writing Shang-Chi? Who's writing Shang-Chi? Let's see whether they're hypocritical or not. Because I bet you they are. Let's have a look, shall we? Because I want to be absolutely certain. Writers. David Callahan, Steve Englehart. You know what, ladies and gents? That doesn't sound like an Asian man. Like, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't sound like an Asian man. I could be wrong. No. Yeah, no. Let's have a look, shall we? No. Is it directed by anyone that's Asian? Shall we see? Well, at least they got that down, I guess. Sort of. Whichever way you want to look at it. Well, ladies and gents, that's quite hypocritical, isn't it? Don't you think? Like, at least have it across the board. Don't just do it with one. Have it across the board. Otherwise you just look like idiots. Anyway, whatever. Blade's found a writer. But they didn't widen their scope properly, so... Maybe it'll... And also, it's the Watchmen writer, so maybe that will be a reference to its quality. But we'll see. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. Odd video, I know, but it was weird. Cheers. Take care.